Don't actually know if this has gone live, so let me check on my phone first to see if it has. Well, I've just had something come up, so I assume I am. Oh, I am indeed. Jesus, right, okay. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. It's been 2 weeks since the last video on here, and the reason for that is mostly been like it's been the Easter holiday recently, and so I've sort of been away doing that. Which I know it's just like, oh, you should take your computer with you, do it then. But I live away. I live at uni here, and I moved back for it's about 30 minutes down the road, like. But it's a bit of a nuisance to keep taking my computer back and forth. So I just thought, you know what, I'll do one massive live stream and sort of just get it all in one thing. So the first thing we are going to be looking at and analysing later on is the Jurassic World Evolution pre-order trailer. Now, it's not like I had to look at the top of the screen then for the name of that. I am 100% professional. So without further ado, let us get in to the trailer. Hope it's played. Oh, I so hope this goes well. Okay. I have actually seen the trailer already for this game. But only once, and every time I've I was gonna say every time I've watched it, but like I said, I've only watched it once other than now. It's just so good. I honestly cannot wait to play this game when it comes out. I am going to bite straight away. The student loan comes in, so yeah, obviously good purchase. The dinosaurs look incredible in this game, and the game just looks incredible itself. To be honest, let's face it. It's so cool. Got some dinosaurs we haven't actually seen yet. So the species profile for them is amazing. Oh, looks like we're getting natural disasters in this, just like we did in J-pop. Hopefully they're a little bit less douchebaggy than they were originally. It looks so good though. You can't deny that. Like graphics wise and regarding the animation, it's incredible. It just looks so good. Like the roar, obviously, of the T-Rex ending it off. Just good finisher. So obviously, usually I edit this bit out where I'm clicking through the video to find things, but I can't exactly do that because this is a live stream. But let's see if we can find an image to look at. Straight away. I mean, we've got this of the T-Rex roaring as it pours down on whichever island this is. I know there are 5 islands that you get to play in Jurassic World Evolution. Obviously, what's it called? Isla Nublar being the very last island that you unlock. I'm not even going to attempt to try and pronounce the word of the first gate, like the first level. Forget that. It's like Isla Muertes or something like that. But forget about that. Let's have a look at this amazing T-Rex right now. So obviously, it's sort of reminiscent of the original Jurassic Park scene where the T-Rex breaks out and you've got the rain coming down. It's dark. It's terrifying. You know, remember if you watched that scene as a kid, genuinely it terrified you. You know, there's this massive, colossal, like, creature just coming out of the darkness, pouring down with rain, and it was just like you could not escape it. It was huge and it was deadly. It was there to get you. And I like that this scene sort of brings back the memories that you first had then. Well, not just that. I mean, it is an incredible shot. Like, you get a nice look at this and like the railway in the background, but we're not going to talk about that stuff. We're here for the dinosaurs, obviously. But I honestly, I don't know what to say. It's honestly, it's too good. I wish I was able to model like this. I did try and model up for a T-Rex, but didn't go well. Sort of ended up looking like some weird misshapen griffin thing, and then it just turned into some weird amalgamation of things. It's Quite funny actually. I'll see if I can make a video on that. Probably won't though. We're gonna see what else we can get an image of. I mean, here we sort of get the nice view of the island here. It looks like over there in the distance it might be like a hotel or something. You see the white building just behind the visitor center. Maybe it's like a hotel that your guests can go and visit. Don't know why you'd really want to spend a night in a place with dinosaurs. Let's face it, if you watch these movies, you know how they go, and it's usually not very well for anybody involved. Let's be honest. And I don't know whether they're the other islands off in the distance. Well, I say off in the distance, they're literally just a few miles away. But hopefully they are the other islands, but I don't know if they're this close together. But if it is, then we get a nice sort of look at just how big the islands are going to be in this game, and how expansive this game is going to be, when in terms of obviously editing the world so that you can put your dinosaurs in. Sorry, just need a drink of my cheap ass energy drink. Oh, I'm only drinking this because it's, what time is it? It's 5 to 1 in the UK right now at night time. So it's not great. I probably should be asleep, but you know what? I'm a uni student. Hey ho, let's stay awake, shall we? Right, what else can we have a look at? I mean, I like this because in a lot of park builders, you're sort of limited with the sort of stuff you can do, obviously. Like, if anybody remembers Zoo Tycoon 2, classic game. Unless you had a mod, you couldn't actually stick bunches of trees together to make it look like an actual forest. You sort of had to spread them out a little bit, and it was kind of crap, to be honest. Let's face it. But with the mod, you could sort of place them all around one another, and it was a lot better. However, here, it looks like you are able to just do that willy-nilly and make it look like it's an actual slice of real life, rather than just some absolute man-made terribleness, basically. And we get a few shots of some other dinosaurs as well here. It looks like we've got some ankylosaurs, and I don't know whether that's like some sort of small sauropod, maybe. And obviously, like, herbivorous dinosaurs can go in the same pens with one another. Maybe not the carnivorous ones, but obviously if you've played other games in this sort of field and genre, the carnivores tend to not get along very well. They usually end up eating one another, usually. I remember the first time I played Zoo Tycoon 2, and I decided I was gonna, you know, forget the fences, and I just released everything everywhere. Didn't go well. I had like 100 grey wolves that just obliterated half of the map. I mean, there were T-Rexes as well, so they usually stood their ground, but they usually died of sickness anyway, so it didn't really matter. Those grey wolves held it down. Right, I'm going to try and find a really good image now of something we haven't already seen. Aha! This beauty. Oh my god, that's a terrible picture. See if I can find it better. Come on! See, this is the kind of stuff that you miss. Usually in videos, because you know I skip this. But I can't, it's a live stream. Here we have the Kentrosaurus, obviously a relation to the Stegosaurus that we've already had a species profile to. I've not actually made a video on that, so I might do that. Leave a like on this video if you want me to do that, or, you know, just put it in the comments. Not really fussed, to be honest. But obviously, we've not seen the Kentrosaurus yet, and it looks like the Stegosaurus. It's just its spikes are more like the Thagomizer of the Stegosaurus rather than actual plates. So it's not really a dinosaur that you want to mess with. There's not really a lot to say on it other than I am sort of looking forward to seeing it in a species profile, actually. I mean, any of these dinosaurs I'm hoping to see in some sort of species profile later on down the line. However, we do get to see attacking the fence in this part of the video. And I actually like that because it shows that even the herbivores can get really agitated and strike out at the fences. Obviously, we've got a gyrosphere off in the distance there, And it would be actually quite nice to see, you know, some of the dinosaurs getting pretty agitated at these strange devices, you know, coming up to them. Like, they don't know what it is. They've just woken up one day after being created, and there's, like, weird things on two legs staring at them behind a fence. Like, that would freak out anyone. Like, not just a dinosaur. I mean, if you woke up behind a cage, it'd freak you out, let's face it. So, I like this because it just shows that the dinosaurs may have some sort of, like, I want to say emotion, but I don't know, that might be a bit of a stretch. I hope they do, because that'd be really cool to see them, like, get angry or frustrated over, like, certain environmental factors. Alright, what's the next thing we're going to take a look at? Right, here, I do know that the larger carnivore, Metracanthosaurus, I think it's called. Sorry if I've botched that, by the way. I know that a species profile dropped for that last Friday, so I need to get on that. But the Deinonychus down here, we haven't actually seen. So that's a new dinosaur. And it looks like maybe smaller carnivores can live together. Maybe, I mean, I can't really see this being a real thing. Like, maybe they're just setting it up for the video. Because if you think about it, in real life, if a Deinonychus is that close to a carnivore of this size, even though the Deinonychus is smaller than this and less intimidating, the carnivore is still going to feel slightly threatened that another carnivore is in his territory. However, it does look like behind the Metracanthosaurus, there is another one. So maybe smaller carnivores can sort of get along, maybe. But hopefully, you have to sort of like keep them happy and fed. And if they're not, and you just let them go all willy-nilly, they sort of attack each other. That I'd like to see. That'd be quite cool. But I'm not going to talk too much about the Metracanthosaurus, because I am going to do a video on that later on. Is that all I'm going to talk about for this video? It might be. I mean, obviously we've got the environmental factors like tornadoes and stuff, but they're pretty self-explanatory. Sort of not, I don't know what's going on with the fireworks in this scene. So like a tornado's going past and fireworks just going off everywhere. It's kind of like, why? I mean, is there buildings that you can get like fireworks at in this game? I'm not sure. Obviously, I've not really, I've not watched the gameplay stuff yet. I thought I'd leave that for like a video, like a reaction thing like this. It might be in the live stream. I've not yet decided how long this is actually going to be. Sorry. Alright, obviously because it's been a while and I don't want to make a video too long. Right, you know what, we're just going to skip ahead. And we're going to go to the next thing. Stop! God damn it. This is the species profile that they did on April Fools. Now we all know what this is, and can I just say, Frontier, you're absolute dickholes. I thought we were going to get the T-Rex, and then all of a sudden, bam, goat. It's just like, how could you do this to us? How could you? But I'm going to shut up and just play the species profile for now, and then we'll talk about it after.
Extracting species profile.
Database error.
Although delicious in a curry or roast with mint jelly, this mammal can also be enjoyed raw, and is the principal source of protein for carnivores in the park.
Right, oh, Jesus. Right, so there we go, that is the species profile. You just got to see my reaction to usually how I watch these when I'm not obviously filming my face. Obviously, so much expression and emotion going on. Right then, so let's talk about this. I mean, the first picture is basically self-explanatory. It's just a goat. That's literally all. It's just a goat on a platform. Now, obviously, these are for the carnivores in the park that are probably just going to eat the goats, to be honest. That's what they did in J-Park, and that's what they're probably going to do here. It would be nice to see some sort of variation with, like, different, like, larger carnivores having something different to eat, because, let's face it, is a goat really going to be that satisfying to a T-Rex, or a Spinosaurus, for that fact? Actually, it'd be nice to see, like, the Spinosaurus and other dinosaurs like that maybe having like fish or, you know, something different than a goat. Like, I'd like to see that, but obviously this is just for April Fools, so I'm not really sure what's going to go on with that. But it sort of reminds me a little bit of, again, the T-Rex scene from the first film. It's like you see the goat at the very beginning in the morning. It's like, oh, quite a cute goat. You don't want anything to happen to it. And then at night time, all hell breaks loose, and the poor goat gets it. But yeah, there is a part in this video where the goat is basically non-aware of the massive dinosaur right behind it. And it's just like, yeah mate, I'm an absolute badass. I can just stand here with a T-Rex behind me like nobody. I know that a YouTuber known as the Gaming Beaver, obviously a lot of you may know who he is. If you don't, go check out his channel, like his content. He said that InGen actually made all of the goats deaf, and that's why he doesn't react to the T-Rex. My theory is that all the goats are actually Naruto Uzumaki in disguise. And before all you haters out there are like, oh, why are you comparing this to anime? Have you seen the eyes of a goat and then the eyes of Naruto in Sage Mode? Coincidence? I think not. I mean, obviously that's just a joke. Obviously it's just April Fools, and the goats probably will react to dinosaurs like the T-Rex roaring at them. Point blank range. I hope so. If not, then the AI is screwed. But obviously it will do, because, you know, it's a bit of fun really, and I know that a lot of people have been triggered by this, and I don't know why. So come on, just relax. It's for a April Fool's joke. No need to get bent out of shape, basically. But I love this. I love how it's done like an actual species profile, though. It's like all serious, just about a goat, and they mentioned it's good in curry. Never tried goat curry before. If you guys have, let me know if it's any good. I mean, lamb curry never piqued my interest. Then again, curry just never piqued my interest anyway. I'm a very, very fussy eater. Chips though, if there were goat chips, then I'd give them a go. Goat. I don't know how you'd make a goat chip, like, you know, because chips are potato. But that would be interesting. Hit me up if you guys know how to make goat chips. We're gonna watch the next video here, because I've gone on a bit of a tangent there. Stop. There we go. This is the species profile for the Pachycephalosaurus. Now, I was at home when I first saw this, because I have watched this one a few times, so I can get a few things to say on it, rather than literally watching it for the first time and being like, oh, that's just come to my head, let's go for that. Even though that's basically what my videos are. Sod writing a script. I'm too lazy for that. I'm just going to come out with the stuff anyway. Because that's basically what I'd just write. I'd literally write down whatever came in my head, to be honest. That's the kind of person I am. But yeah, we're just going to watch the speech profile and then do what we always do.
Extracting species
God damn it.
profile.
Sorry about the mouse.
Pachycephalosaurus.
I do actually do
Thick-headed lizard is a bipedal ornithischian dinosaur. The thick skull dome of this species has given rise to the hypothesis that they used their skulls during intraspecies combat.
Right, there we go. You get into like all these rights, there you go, that you usually only get one per like week, but now you're getting them loads because this is a live stream and I am sort of reacting to the stuff I usually do. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna talk a little bit about the animation, but I'm not gonna try and slow it down and do all fancy stuff. So proper professional here. Right, we're just gonna. Right. God damn it! There we go. I forgot that if you double click it actually takes you out of full screen. Whoops. But we're just going to have a look at this image here. And I like this because you actually get to see what it would be like when it's, you know, headbutting with the other Pachycephalosaurus. Or maybe, say for example, you just have one of these and then you throw a raptor in there. I'd like to see if it actually like headbutts the raptor. That'd actually be a really cool thing. Maybe not a raptor because they are a bit small. Maybe like a Carnotaurus or an Allosaurus. That'd be really cool. And then maybe seeing like the carnivore limping away, because you know these things are gonna hurt. But I like the animation for this because obviously as it's hit the screen, its entire body sort of like curls up as it would do. I mean, the impact alone would just ricochet your body. And I like how his head goes straight down, like from the force of the impact. His tail wobbles as well, which just adds more life to the dinosaur, to be honest. That you don't get with a lot of older games, especially. Like, obviously I'm going to link this to J-Park and Zoo Tycoon and other park building stuff like that that's got dinosaurs in it. And usually if you watch the animations for like, say, a dinosaur like walking, their tail is literally just like that as they go up, as obviously their body goes up and down. Whereas obviously a realistic dinosaur, its tail would probably move on its own. Like, obviously it would stay straight as well for balance and stuff, but in certain situations it would just bend on its own, like literally as it walks. Maybe you have like a little wave going on, maybe, like just to give it a little bit more life and detail. Right, where's the yeah, we got our lad here, very beaky and I was gonna say horny then, but bumpy, that's the word. I like this because you get to see another one there off in the corner, but it's not just that. Off there, right at the back, Brachiosaurus makes another appearance. You know, one of the very first dinosaurs you ever see from the, well, it is the first dinosaur you see in the Jurassic Park franchise as a whole. Sort of, it's one of the scenes that got a lot of people like roped in. And I like this scene because it shows that pretty much any of the herbivore dinosaurs can live together in relative harmony. And obviously, like the Pachycephalosaurus is a bit more of a solitary dinosaur, I'd say, rather than a lot of the other ones like the Triceratops. And it is nice though to see with another one there. And I want to see how they'd react. Obviously there is a scene later on where two of them are headbutting that was in the trailer actually, and which actually, sorry, we're gonna get to that because I actually got that. I know that made it sound like I didn't like this then. Right, so here we have that image, and we've got a gyrosphere off in the distance, and I hope you're able to take control of that and maybe go into like a first-person view, so that like for scenes like this you can actually get like a nice front view, if it like bodies it, front row seat to the action. Obviously I want to see like stuff like this with other dinosaurs as well, not just this Pachycephalosaurus, but with the Triceratops and the Chasmosaurus. I want to see them lock horns with one another. With carnivores, I want to see like if it's a T-Rex versus a T-Rex, I want to see them going for each other's like heads, because the fossil records show that they did actually go for the heads and all that stuff, cannibalism. But enough of the T-Rex and stuff. We're going to talk about these dinosaurs here. Now, I know if I was actually just watching the video, well, as we watched the video earlier on, they actually headbutt each other twice, and on the second one, the one over here on the right actually backs off and shows that the one on the left is probably the more dominant one of the species. And it looks like there might be a guard tower over there in the distance, and maybe like on hot days the dinosaurs are getting more agitated, and like they'll start fights with basically everyone and anything they can, just like here basically. And I hope that there's like methods that you can sort of like either trank them or, you know, just something to like break them up. It'd be really interesting to see if those scenarios were put into the game, rather than just you know, the dinosaur's a bit hungry, he's getting angry, he's gonna break out, or a natural disaster breaks through the fence and then the dinosaur breaks out, like we saw in the trailer with the Triceratops walking out after his gate got destroyed. basically not causing any harm, but they still like to sedate him because, you know, it's basically like an 8-ton dinosaur with horns, and we're just skinny people with 2 legs. Not really going to do a lot against a Triceratops, are we? Let's face it. But yeah, I hope we do get to see more species profiles, and we're going to talk about his colour pattern for a bit. I mentioned with the what's it called? The hadrosaur. I forgot what it's called. I'll leave a link, not a link, but a thing in the description, so if I actually remember his name. And I mentioned how his head was blue, but the rest of him was sort of like normal coloured, what we've come to expect from Jurassic Park, like with the greys and the browns. And this is no exception, really. It fits this type of dinosaur. Like, if you think of Pachycephalosaurus, you sort of picture a scaly, hard-headed dinosaur like that. Let's face it, you do, especially from like Jurassic Park 2, which is where you first see this dinosaur. And I do like it, even though it would be nice to see some different colour variations and maybe like different skins for these dinosaurs. Right, we're going to do what we usually do and end on this grade here. As you got to, I know it's probably not been a very... You're really going to start buffering. I'm literally not playing anything right now. What are you doing? We're going to see if we can get rid of that. There we go. Right. Don't know why it was buffering when I'm not even trying to play anything. But hey ho. I know it's been a bit of a weird video, obviously, because it's a live stream and we don't usually do that on here. And it's probably a bit of a short live stream, but like I've said, it is late. And I don't want to bore you guys too much with a long ass live stream, unless you guys do enjoy this. And you'll have to let me know, obviously, with likes and comments, or if you don't like this, let me know why and what I can do to make the videos better, basically. But I hope you guys do enjoy this stream, or have enjoyed this stream if you're watching it on just a normal video. And what was I going to say to you? Yeah, consider subscribing if you are new. Obviously, if you enjoyed the video, you know, feel free to subscribe and drop a like. Obviously, I'm not going to be like, yo, if you don't drop a like, I'm going to come to your yard and I'm going to beat you up. That's not how we do it on this channel. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, obviously a like would be appreciated. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and let's see if we can make this channel grow. I want to try and get like 100 subscribers. Don't care if we don't get any further than that. I just kind of want to get to 100 subscribers and be like, mate, I did it. I got 100 subscribers. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see all you amazing, beautiful people in the next video. Ta-ra!